Hello everyone, it's time for Tewty Toons with me, Tewty. Today we're going over Nightwing, the fearless leader of the Titans. The only thing that this guy doesn't have is an ass. But a totally underrated leader and potential ally on your team. Focusing on throwing invisibility around like it's candy, he can benefit your team pretty greatly. I definitely did costume change him because like this weird look is more like RoboCop to me and less Nightwing. So I went back to like stealth gymnast, um, so you can like get that muscle outline. This character model is amazing. It's so good. It's very Nightwing, and I like it. He's also a fan favorite of mine. I just finished gearing him because the shards recently became farmable. I don't have him fully ringed out yet, but I was testing him for this, and the RNG still seems pretty good, at least good enough to do a video right now. So that's really nice. I'm going to apologize in advance because for some reason it's like 12 degrees outside Fahrenheit, and my room is like 93 degrees. So I open the window and you can hear the road. Hopefully that doesn't get too loud, and if it does, I'll just shut the window later. But also, one other thing. If you liked the video, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up or subscribe, and then also check out my Patreon because there are perks in that. So let's look at his stats. He's got a pretty decent strength. It's over 2,000, so the strength alone is going to be enough to... his agility is normal. Stamina is little, I think probably less than normal, but just barely. Intelligence is low. Health is a little normal. And then he's got a pretty decent speed, I want to say. So that's like 119, I think, or something like that. It's up there. And then the crit chance is very high, and he's got a very high crit value. So the guy's he's that assassin build character, where every time he hits, he's gonna probably dish out some serious damage because he's got that high crit chance, that high crit value. And those are some of my favorite characters. Those underrated assassins like Nightwing here. So let's look at his abilities, shall we? The tumbling combo. Damage to an enemy, 35%, or no, is it 35? No, it's 50% chance to apply invisibility to each teammate. And then the legendary point is gain 2 evasions. The wording on this seems really weird to me because I thought it was a percent chance to give invisibility to a teammate, but to each teammate is pretty powerful, actually. That's an almost multiple character invisibility. So we'll have to play around with that and see how well that works. I like the art for the ability too, because it almost shows that non-existent ass that he has. But even at this ring level, without that extra 15% chance to apply invisibility, I still see it happen quite often. So I feel confident. I'm hoping that the RNG was not just good for when I was testing, and it will follow me into this video a little bit. Electrified Eskrima. Eskrima? I guess that's how you say that. It's a light special damage to all enemies. And you can gain up to, looks like 6 agility ups, and it does some pretty good damage. And then if you take the legendary point, you can apply agility downs to the enemy, to the random enemy, which could also be pretty useful for lowering defenses. The Flying Grayson, which I like the way they named this ability because of the fact that it kind of goes back to his lore a little bit. Heavy damage, call assist on an enemy with a 50% chance to call a second assist, but it looks like that chance goes up to 70% chance. So this move is basically like Hippolyta. If you've ever played with Hippolyta, she's got a move that has a potential. She calls assist, but with a potential for a second, and she buffs them up at the same time. And that's what this legendary point does. If he calls assists, those people who call assists gain evasion ups, which is pretty awesome. There's a few characters out now that I think would really benefit from that, like Eclipso and Talia just came out. And they could probably benefit from this. I'm curious if you call assist Eclipso, and if you're unlucky enough that Eclipso doesn't have any evasion ups at the time of the call assist, if this ability, granting him those evasion ups, will allow him to double tap the character. So I don't know. That's some hypothetical right there. All right, the passive ability, first one. Nightwing has a huge amount of increased defense while he has evasion up. 60, 65, 70, 75, 85 or 80, something like that. Maybe I miscounted. That's a huge amount of defense. That's like insane. So even if someone doesn't miss attacking him, he's like beefy. He's got some serious defense going on. And then the legendary point is start the battle with 2 evasion ups and an awareness. So that's really useful as well, just because you're not going to get one-shotted right away. You have those evasion ups to already start off your mega defense. And I think those come into play here as well. So the team leader ability is you have a 30% chance at full ring power to use tumbling combo, which is his basic right here, at the end of every ally's turn if any ally is invisible. So the basic attack and this ability are basically going to tie hand in hand, because this ability, his basic attack procs invisibility on his allies. So if this ability causes him to use his basic attack, he's basically enabling himself over and over again in a string of attacks. And he'll attack quite often out of turn. It's 25% chance even. I see it fairly often, and it's very nice to see. As far as legendary order, I want to say I'd probably go with his 1 first, because those evasion ups enable his kit, and then 4, and then 5. If you only have him at L3. If you want to go all the way to L4, I would take the Flying Grayson next, just because those evasion ups can help enable an evasion team a little bit. And then I would save this one for last. Just it is a good idea to lower somebody's defenses, and if you're one-on-one, then this ability actually targets your only character left to fight, and that could really help win that fight. But because this helps with evasion teams, I like this better, but that's up to you, really. These two can be intertwined or taken at different times. No big deal. So who does he synergize with? This is an invisibility team that I like. There's only 2 mystics in the game that have the ability to go invisible on their own, and that's Silver Banshee and John Constantine, I believe. So you can easily switch her out for him. I like her better because of her immunity purges. It's very useful against Power Girl, because Power Girl is probably going to shred through Nightwing and Robin. So we want to have someone to be able to take out the weaknesses to this team. But because invisibility is so prevalent here, Clayface probably will hardly ever die. Robin is going to buff up like crazy. Excuse me. And hopefully with Silver Banshee and Robin can get some decent damage and bleeds out. So this team is fairly similar. I just took out Banshee and put in Freddy just to be, I don't know, fun. And then Batman is there because of the invisibility perks. Batman also has that super mega hit. The cool thing about doing a Nightwing video is that I'm mainly going to be using Clayface as my taunter, because of the fact that Donna Troy doesn't really synergize with invisibility as well. So thankfully we don't have to have her in the video today, so that's great. We've all seen enough of her a little bit. This team, this is kind of a random assortment with bleeds and evasion. Talia is, I think, a good synergy with Nightwing. Even I don't have the point in his call assist to give evasions, which this team would be a little bit more viable if I did have that point. I'm literally just doing this to see how well he works in a non-leader position, because his out-of-turn attack on his leadership is very nice to see. So that's an experiment. That's not even a Nightwing team. This isn't even a team. These are just me trying to show you his weaknesses, because Superboy obviously being a green, but he has True Sight and Purge, so you cannot hide from Superboy. It will not happen, and he will destroy you, because he's an intellect-based character, where Nightwing is more equipped to deal with physical damage. And then Batman has an AoE ability that removes all invisibility, and all buffs if you have invisibility. So that ability alone is enough to expose you, and then also he can grant his entire team True Sight, so it's a pretty potent counter to Nightwing teams right there. So let's go to PvP. Should probably get some actual energy here. I've been farming Legendary Essence like crazy, so my gold count is down. I have 8 or 9 people that I want to L5, and then I also have 8 or 9 people I want to L4. Ugh, so many characters that need it. Okay, so let's do this, shall we? The cool thing is that Clayface might never die. That's the thing about Clayface. A lot of people throw him in as their turn 0 taunter because he grants those AoE agility ups, which is, not a bad move to do. But the fact is that with all those invisibilities around, he basically doesn't die ever. Okay, so let's just examine what has happened already while I was talking. Robin is invisible already, so he gets his bleeds off no matter what. I was stupid enough to not take the silence on Robin's third ability, so that's really stupid of me, but in this case we didn't need it. And Nightwing got an out-of-turn attack already, so that's really cool. He didn't spread, I don't think, any extra invisibility, which is fine, but let's take out her just so that way they have one less taunter on the team. And then we're going to try and do away with Flash here shortly. Oof. More out-of-turn attacks. Looks like Robin may have gotten an invisibility there. Gonna call assist, maybe get some bleeds. No. Oh, we got a taunt for Clayface. That's nice to see. I need some... There we go. Got some heal immunity on Lobo here. Yeah, buddy. That was fun. Alright. This team is working for me. Granted, this is kind of a non-meta team that we're fighting, so it's not exactly difficult to kill, but it's we handled that like it was butter. We just cut right through them. Pretty sure they were a 3,100 or 31,000 team power, something like that. Cut through them like butter. 31,000 team power, so that's nothing to scoff at, even though they are non-meta, which is still pretty interesting. Man bat. He's crit immune, so I feel like you need to bleed him out, but at the same time, the thing about assassins is that they're high crit, right? And that's where a good chunk of their damage stems from. So without that, I don't know how well this is going to go. Since Clayface is there, he's going to be taunting the whole time. And Man-Bat's just going to disease the shit out of my team. Ooh, heavy blue. Interesting. Heavy blue. Oh, this makes a difficult decision to be made. I'm gonna do this one just to see how if that Batman CC can one-shot Eclipso right away. Probably not, just because those evasions on Eclipso seem more potent than on anybody else. But we'll find out. Call assist, hopefully. Ooh. Alright, I like that. Let's take out Black Adam. Yes. Yes. This is really working for me, honestly. Wow, that I got real lucky right there. Real lucky. Incredible. Let's try and throw some invisibility around. Oh shit, I totally should have taunted there. I'm just in the moment and just smacking Hal Jordan with my finger. Look at all those out of turn attacks. Look at that fat stack of evasion right there. There's so many evasions. Yeah, buddy. And we just threw some more invis on Bat CC. Let's. Okay, well, that's okay. All right, well, we're gonna taunt again. This time. Yes. So many out of turn attacks. Keep going. Nightwing. Yes. I love it. Did he just call himself to attack? Did it? Because that was what I think that just what happened. He just call assisted himself at the very end there. Like, rewind that real quick if you are paying attention. And like, I used my call assist attack, and then he attacked right after that. Nobody else attacked. So I don't know if that was his leadership rocking. Like at the end of every turn, he gets a out of turn attack, or if he called himself to assist. So that's really weird. I didn't know you could do that. Interesting. Ooh, Cyborg Superman and Man Bat. I'm gonna hard pass that one. No thank you. With an assassin team, that's never gonna fly. Never gonna fly. We probably want to take Silver Banshee for this one because there's a Power Girl chilling. But we also don't want to attack that one at all because there's a freaking Harley Quinn. So let's just re-roll our boards. Professor Nobody has lots of blues. Let's see if we can just shred this team entirely. I want to use Silver Banshee if she doesn't die to kill Swamp Thing and not let him revive. But they also have a Donna Troy, so that's not fun to see. We're going to get some bleeds off on her, though, and that will help proc Banshee a little bit. Ooh. Spectre. See, that's why I like Spectre, because even on defense, he's smart enough to use his 2 to open with and take out those turn 0 taunter. Like, if you guys are still doubting Spectre at all, like, he's a smart character. His AI is amazing, and he will help you with all of those turn 0 taunters. We're going to take out Swamp Thing. He's done for. Got some permanent bleeds on my Nightwing, so that's no bueno, but I think we can take this guy out fairly simply. Just saved my Banshee with that invisibility there, but whatchamacallit, Deadshot does true damage on his basics, so I think all of that defense that I have with those evasions on Nightwing, which, to be fair, my defense passive was not ringed out very much at all, but he still shredded through me a little bit there with his basic because he does true damage. So let's see. Who else to do? I like how quick these fights are. Like, these fights are so quick. This will be an interesting fight. Very interesting fight. just because Wonder Girl and Power Girl are both chilling. And there's a Castaway Green Arrow, which will not benefit me at all. I think the turn meter down will be enough to screw me over a little bit. We'll find out, I guess. And there goes all my... Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, so we're going to try and kill Power Girl here. We succeed brilliantly. I kind of want to watch this animation here. Like, it's kind of... Oof. Beautiful. He just leapt right into my heart. You know, sashay and sway. Twirl that baton like you mean it, daddy. Alright, I'm done with the gay jokes. Oh, God. Okay, so yeah, we just gave a team-wide invisibility. So that is not a single target ability like I originally thought it was. I don't know why I thought that was the case. I must have misread it when it first dropped. But team-wide invisibility is far more powerful than freaking whatchamacallit, a single target invisibility. Not only that, but it helps Clayface maintain his taunt, because Clayface has this thing where if he gets invisibility, when he's not taunting, he starts taunting. So, he just stole the invisibility off Castaway and gained taunt as well. So how awesome is that? The synergy here is unreal. And I literally just killed a team that I thought I was actually going to lose against, because the dynamic is so powerful. It's so good. This synergy going on. Okay, we've seen his leadership ability proc pretty well. So let's take this weaker team here, and let's just see how well this no, not that one. This team. Let's just see how well this team works. If it's worthy of use at a higher level, and then if it is, we'll try and take it against a higher level. But it kind of helps that I have a rebirth Talia, and Cheetah is L5, so she's also very fast, gains those strength ups real quick. We're going to try and take out the Lebats first. Yeah, that worked out. Wow. Let's try and kill her a little bit. We haven't used this ability yet, and it's kind of dumb to use it this time because there's only a single target left. But at the same time, I haven't used it yet. I need to use it. So that team went by pretty quick because of the fact that I have a lot of heavy damage dealers on this team, and they had a lot of squishy people. So let's just bring it up to a higher level, shall we? Preferably not against a Hal Jordan. We might be able to bleed this team out. I'm hoping that the disease on Man-Bat actually benefits Bizarro enough to be able to AoE bleed the entire team in a good way. If I taunt with Bizarro here, there's a very, very good chance he's gonna disease me. Don't die, Talia. Okay, she's got death immunity, which is nice. All right. Oh, we didn't proc Man-Bat. That's unfortunate. Oh, Jesus. That's all right. Now we got some debuffs going. Now we're gonna use this ability, this AoE ability. Not a whole lot of damage, but here comes Le Flames and all those AoE bleeds. That's so freaking beautiful. Oh, my Nightwing is gone. He was useless. This fight, he was useless, specifically in this fight. And it looks like so was everybody else. Ugh. The only cool thing out of that fight was that Bizarro bleed. That was super fun. No, but that team was just too tanky. Too much tank, too much power. There were 3 greens on it though, so all I have to do really is bring some blues like Wonder Woman POT. That'll help with the disease. Whew. It's morning for me. It's like 8 or 9 a.m. right now. Let's try this one out. Larfleeze and Superman could be an issue there, but who knows? Maybe Cheetah will be enough to take care of those two. AoE strength up. Try and kill Black Adam here. Oh, we were close. We were so close. We got that damage immunity back, though, which is nice. We're going to AoE bleed. Hopefully that will be enough to take out Black Adam a little bit. Nope, not at all. Not at all. We're going to taunt with Bizarro. Keep bleeding those enemies. Now we can kill Black Adam with our AoE. There we go. He's gone. That was a crit, too. And then we're going to also eliminate her. We have a high crit team right here. I like it. So that damage immunity that Larfleeze just stole, Talia stole that from Superman earlier. And that, so, like, I like how that dynamic works out. How everyone's just like, alright, I'll take that buff. Now you take that buff. And I just granted an AoE invisibility to the entire team, which actually screwed me over. Oh, man. Oh, buddy. Gonna taunt here a little bit. Get some bleeds going. Everybody likes them bleeds except for Superman. Superman don't give a shit about bleeds. He's like, I got death immunity. You can't touch me. But we're gonna win. We won! So this team, I don't know. Superman isn't viable leader. Like, I mean, he's viable. No, that's not what I should say. He's not meta. So I like Superman lead. But it does kind of negate the credibility of the team I just created, because unless it can beat a meta team, then why am I doing it, kind of? I don't know. And then let's do this Deathstroke with the normal team. We're going to want to use Silver Banshee because Power Girl is there. And then that should probably conclude my Nightwing, because there's not a whole lot left to show you. He's just all around amazing. He's got that invisibility. If you're into invis, if you're into assassin characters, which I know a lot of people are into assassin characters because, whatchamacallit, they are very popular, hard-hitting characters that everybody loves. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Well, that took a turn. A very bad one, in fact. Wow. I think it was those Wonder Girl whips, really, that screwed me over. It's really unfortunate to see, but that's okay, because now you know that shit can go down. Bad shit. And that Nightwing is a wonderful character with really good leadership, I think, for protecting his team. It helps him grant those invisibilities to his team, keep Clayface alive, keep Robin hitting hard, keep Batman Caped Crusader hitting hard. He's that invisibility provider, and he does it better than Robin does, because Robin also has leadership that grants invisibility, but you have to get crit attacked to gain that invisibility. So it's not the best leadership on a character for invisibility. Nightwing's does it better. So consider that as an option. He's one of the better invisibility characters out there. Alright, guys. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy life. Be healthy. Thank you.